I walk the lines we never drew, the ones that almost carried through. A glance, a word we left behind, the kind that lingers in the mind. And though the air remains the same, I feel the weight of what's unnamed. Across the unsaid, we lived in between, in moments too quiet, in things never seen. Each silence a page we never turned, each sigh a lesson we never learned. It wasn't goodbye, it wasn't regret, it's all the words we never said. I passed the place we almost knew, where meaning flickered soft and true. Your shadow touched but never stayed, a truth we never dared to say. And though the time has come and gone, the emptiness keeps echoing on. Across the unsaid, we lived in between, in moments too quiet, in things never seen. Each silence a page we never turned, each sigh a lesson we never learned. It wasn't goodbye, it wasn't regret, it's all the words we never said. If I could reach beyond the hush, would it still matter all that much? Across the unsaid, I see it so clear. All we avoided is still waiting here. The pause between hope and pretend, the ache that never had an end. No need to blame, no need to forget. Just let me live with what's unsaid. Across the unsaid, I carry you yet. I caught a glance, I didn't know. A face too quiet, eyes too slow. Behind the glass, where silence clings, I see the end of smaller things. Reflections hold what time won't show, but still I ask, do I still grow? Alone in the mirror, with no one nearer, just faded tries and distant stares. A heart that wonders who still cares. The cracks don't lie, they speak in tone of how it feels to be unknown. I reach but shadows never stay, they blur the lines of yesterday. A stranger's gaze I wear like skin. Who just once more, would I find the self I wore? Alone in the mirror, each year draws clearer. The pieces left, the ones I lost, the quiet dreams that came with cost. I face it now, the light grown dim, alone but knowing who's within. Alone in the mirror, but not without a name, but known in the mirror. Time forgot, I found the place where I once stopped. Footprints faded, barely there, like I was never really anywhere. I whispered to the open land, but nothing reached back from the sand. My name in the dust, blown away by the wind. Every trace of my past, can't tell where I've been. I gave all my voice to echoes that rust. Now all that remains is my name in the dust. Fences bent with stories gone, letters carved and left undone. I searched the sky for some reply, but all I caught was a distant cry. I stood beneath the silent stars, wishing I had left less scars. My name in the dust, blown away by the wind. Every trace of my past, can't tell where I've been. I gave all my voice to echoes that rust. Now all that remains is my name in the dust. Shape my soul. My name in the dust, still it's mine to reclaim. Even if forgotten, I'll rise in that name. With nothing but hope and stories I trust, I'll walk once again with my name in the dust. I'll walk once again with my name in the dust. Old letters in a faded box, Dust and silence seal the locks. Every word a breath I knew, but now they don't belong to you. I carry them with careful hands, like pieces time won't understand. The weight of before still pressing on me. Every step I take feels like a memory. I try to move, but I hear that door always creaking open with the weight of before. Photographs with edges torn, smiles that feel a little worn. I look too long, I feel the sting of what I lost and couldn't bring. It's not the past that pulls me back, it's how I never left the track. The weight of before still pressing on me. Every step I take feels like a memory. I try to move, but I hear that door always creaking open with the weight of before. I don't regret what made me stay, but I still dream of walking away. The weight of before, it won't define the road I build with hurt and time. I'll let it fall on that old floor and finally rise from the weight of before, and finally rise from the weight of before. Photographs with edges torn, smiles we wore now feel warm. Streetlights blink where we once stood, but nothing ever stays the way it should. In the quiet where echoes rust, I trace the faded lines of us. Faded lines of us, drawn in dust and time. Every color bled from your hand to mine. What we were is not enough, just echoes in the faded lines of us. Letters kept in drawers unseen, folded thoughts where love had been. I read them slow but hear no sound. The ink has dried, the page unwound. The space between what we became carries shadows with our name. A faded lines of us, drawn in dust and time. Every color bled from your hand to mine. What we were is not enough, just echoes in the faded lines of us. changed and left behind what we never named. Faded lines of us, lost without a frame. I still reach across, but it's not the same. What we were turned into dust, and I still live in faded lines of us. And I still live in faded lines of us. Passed this road 1,000 times, but never saw what hidden behind the trees that lean like tired men, the signs I missed again, again. I walked so far to feel what time forgot to heal. It's the long way into where I break, empty fields and echo walls. I chase the truth that never calls, and every turn I spin takes me the long way in. A quiet town with borrowed names, a mirror cracked in gentle frames. Each window looks like places known, but none have ever felt like home. The stillness doesn't lie, but it won't tell me why. It's the long way into where I break, to find the heart I didn't fake. Through empty fields and echo walls, I chase the truth that never calls, and every turn I spin takes me the long way in. Takes me the long way in. Maybe peace is just a bend past every place I tried to mend. It's the long way in, but still I try. With every mile I say goodbye to all I was and couldn't be, to all I lost that still finds me. And when I reach within, it's always the long way in. Always the long way in. The walls don't speak, but I still hear the sounds of nights that brought you near. The shadow moves across the floor, but it's not you, not anymore. The silence wraps around like echoes underground. Another room alone tonight, where memories dim the ceiling light. I sit and watch the past replay, in corners where you used to stay. This place has never known a colder room alone. The picture fades behind the glass, a frozen frame I can't bypass. Your laugh still lingers in the air, but when I turn, there's nothing there. I breathe what once was warm, but now it has no form. Another room alone tonight, where memories dim the ceiling light. I sit and watch the past replay in corners where you used to stay. This place has never known a colder room alone. Each wall remembers something true, but none of them remembers you. Another room alone tonight, just shadows flickering out of sight. The air is thick with what we lost, and love that never knew the cost. No heart should ever own another room alone. Another room alone. There's a melody that drifts when I'm alone, from radios I once called home, faint like footprints lost in sound, but still it reaches out its hand. Every note a door I pass, every chorus built to last. Old songs in my head from a life I once said would never fade, would never bend, but time rewrites what we defend. They're playing low, they won't forget. Old songs I haven't left just yet. In echoes I find who I used to be, a younger voice still chasing free, chords that knew me better than the silence I now understand. Still they hum beneath the noise of all I've lost and all my choice. Old songs in my head from a life I once said would never fade, would never bend, but time rewrites what we defend. They're playing still like they were meant. Old songs I never could forget. Old songs in my head, and I'm not done with them yet. The clocks have stopped, but I remain inside a room that knows my name. The air stands still, it doesn't lie, like all the voices I let die. And I don't run, I've lost the need. The silence says what words can't plead. Stillness feels like truth, more than memories of youth. The hush reveals what noise would hide, all the grief I kept inside. When motion fades and masks are gone, the quiet knows what's going on. Ooh. The echo's slow, but it is clear. It's not the past I hold, but fear. I stare at walls I used to fill with dreams too loud, now calm and still. I breathe and feel a deeper ache of all I broke and couldn't fake. Stillness feels like truth, more than memories of youth. The hush reveals what noise would hide, all the grief I kept inside. When motion fades and masks are gone, the quiet knows what's going on. The world once roared, but now I see the clearest voice was always me. Stillness feels like truth, like scars that need no proof. It strips away what wasn't real and shows me what I tried to feel. In the calm, I face my youth and find that stillness speaks the truth. Stillness feels like truth, and maybe that's enough. Stillness feels like truth, and maybe that's enough. Footsteps echo on this floor, names I don't say anymore. Faces flicker in my mind, half forgotten, half designed. I reach through time's thin wall, strangers I recall. They lived in pieces of my day, vanished into gray. Some smiled, some never stayed, but they all carved their way through laughter and through fall. Strangers I recall. peace I thought was mine now sounds from some old line. Letters faded, left unsent. Stories lost in what they meant. They rise when nights are small. Those strangers I recall, they lived in pieces of my days and vanished into gray. Some smiled, some never stayed, but they all carved their way through laughter and through fall. Strangers I recall. Passing through someone else's name. They lived in pieces of my days, like echoes in a hall. Still I carry every trace, even if I've lost it all. They're written in my soul, strangers I recall. Written in my soul, strangers I recall. I sit where the silence leans, tracing dreams and window screens. The sky turns, but still I stay, watching colors bleed away. Empty hands and open space, hoping time will form a face. Waiting for a shape and shadows on the floor, something to resemble what I was before. I keep standing still in this hollow escape, carved by hope, just waiting for a shape. Memories like drifting light, too blurred to hold, too faint for sight. I reach for something undefined, but nothing's ever left behind. What if silence never speaks? What if all I find is weak? Waiting for a shape and shadows on the floor, something to resemble what I was before. I keep standing still in this hollow escape, carved by hope, just waiting for a shape. a shape. There's a window in my mind where the past still lives confined. Flickers of a younger face, trapped in time I can't replace. I'll watch the life I used to wear reflected in a thinner air. Through a window back, I'll see the roads I missed, the hands I didn't hold, the lips I should have kissed. It's quiet on the glass, but loud inside my chest. Through a window back, I learned what meant the best. The room beyond is worn and gray, but still it draws my gaze each day. A ghost of who I used to be, staring straight and lost like me. The pain divides but doesn't lie. It shows me what I can't deny. Through a window back, I see the roads I missed, the hands I didn't hold, the lips I should have kissed. It's quiet on the glass, but loud inside my chest. Through a window back, I learned what meant the best. I press my hand but can't go through. It's only light but it feels true. Through a window back, I find the parts I lack, the years I tried to chase, now stare gently back. And though I can't return, I see what made me crack. Through a window back, I find the strength I lacked. Through a window back, I find the strength I lacked. Suitcase hard, I always beat fast, leaving love I never tracked. Every town a borrowed name, every smile a fleeting flame. I walked so far to feel complete, but found myself beneath my feet. I've never been home, just passing through the years. Shelters made of moments, walled with quiet fears. Every place I stayed still felt like I should roam. I've lived 1,000 roads, but never been home. Photographs I never took, empty chairs and unread books, laughter fading through the floor, like I've knocked on every door. But none of them would it feels. Every place I stayed still felt like I should roam. I've lived 1,000 roads, but never been home. Start to see it's not a place I find, it's what returns to me. And maybe I was lost, but not forever gone. I'll build it where I stand and call that place home. I'll build it where I stand and call that place home. I searched for words in empty skies, but found the truth behind goodbyes. The quiet held what I ignored, the echoes I could not afford. In stillness, something came to light, a voice inside, no need to fight. What silence taught me was more than sound could say. It showed the fault lines I crossed and walked away. It brought me closer to all I couldn't see. Now I stand clearer from what silence taught me. Was bare, the night was long, but in the hush I grew more strong. It stripped the lies from every line and left me raw, but still was mine. Alone I found a softer way to face what never meant to stay. What silence taught me was more than sound could say. It showed the fault lines I crossed and walked away. It brought me closer to all I couldn't see. Now I stand clearer from what silence taught me. Gone, the truth remains. In quiet I have shared the chains. Find out what's taught me I carry in my chest. Not every answer needs to be expressed. I found the stillness where I was meant to be. Now I am stronger for what silence taught me. Now I am stronger for what what silence taught me. The mirror holds a stranger's face. Time has thinned each hidden trace. Rooms I knew now feel too wide, and I don't know what I left behind. Footsteps fade in empty stone. Even shadows walk alone. Was I ever here, or just passing through? Like smoke in the morning, gone before it knew. All I touched now disappears, and I still wonder, was I ever here? I reach for days that won't return, and memories I never earned. Every silence starts to sound like echoes I never found. Was I ever here, or just passing through? Like smoke in the morning, gone before it knew. All I touched now disappears, and I still wonder, was I ever here? Was I ever here, or just passing through? Like rain on the window that never breaks through. All I was feels unclear, but deep in the stillness, was I ever here? But deep in the stillness, was I ever here? The hallway hums in quiet tones. The jacket still hangs, a call unknown. The kettle cold, the clock undone, but something waits like it's begun. I step through what we had in silence, sweet and sad. These lights left on for reasons gone, for echoes I still lean upon. A glow that's soft, a hope misplaced, in corners where your name still stays. And though the world moves on, I live with lights left on. Dust collects where laughter stays. In every frame the color fades, but I return, I always do, to find the trace I lost in you. The night knows where I go to follow what won't show. These lights left on for reasons gone, for echoes I still lean upon. A glow that's soft, a hope misplaced, in corners where your name still stays. And though the world moves on, I live with lights left on. It's not for fear, it's not for doubt, it's just the way I don't burn out. These lights left on a quiet plea that maybe love remembers me. I hold the dim like it's my breath, like fire soft enough for death. And though the world moves on, I live with lights left on. Still here with lights left on. Chair and folded clothes. This room still breathes what once I chose. Mirror stares but doesn't see what I was or used to be. Halls unseen, trapped in what has been. In the ghost of me I roam, familiar walls but not a home. I walk through halls that time let go, where stories sleep beneath the glow. The edges fray like distant years, still stained with joy, still damp with tears. Every silence in this place still holds your vanished trace. Forgotten corners, dust and light, where love once flickered into night. I reach for things I used to know, but all that's left refuses to show. The world just moves unaware of what we left hiding there. The window hums a lullaby from days we didn't say goodbye. A chair still angled just your way. It never learned you wouldn't stay. The past is folded neat in shadows at my feet. Forgotten corners, dust and light, where love once flickered into night. I reach for things I used to know, but all that's left refuses to show. The world just moves unaware of what we left hiding there. Maybe all that we became still breathes in spaces without a name. Forgotten corners, soft and wide, where memories and ghosts reside. They speak in whispers only I still stop and turn to hear pass by. Not gone, but not quite there. In forgotten corners, bare forgotten corners everywhere. The sun would rise, then fade so fast. I kept on thinking it would last, but moments slipped like paper rain, too soft to hold, too light for pain. They brushed against my hands, then vanished like the sand. These are the days that never stay, like voices in a dream that fade. They touched my heart, then lost their way. Too far to beg, too close to pray. I called, but none obeyed. Those days that never stayed. I traced their outlines in my sleep, but nothing real is mine to keep. Each laugh, each tear, a ghostly frame of memories that had no name. They flickered in the dusk, then turned to air and dust. These are the days that never stayed, like voices in a dream that fade. They touched my heart, then lost their way. Too far to beg, too close to pray. I called, but none obeyed. again, but they don't know the place I'm in. These are the days